So, da bin ich schon wieder. Was? Sport im Adventure, hier im Adventure ist eher unpassend. No. Sport ist nie unpassend. Ist immer gut. So. Obwohl, warte. So. Vielleicht sollte man noch irgendwo in die Pampa gehen, wo nicht so eine laute Geräuschkulisse ist, wie hier ungefähr. So, ja dann. So, ein bisschen lockern. Sehr gut, sehr gut. Noch ein schöner Stand. Und durchdrücken. Jawohl, so. Und jetzt geht's los. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. Und 15. Das war doch voll gechillt, oder?
These
So.
open plan offices are all the rage now.
5-mal Sport? Ja. Seit der Krise mit dem, dass das eine Mal Sport nicht ausgelöst werden konnte, habe ich mir gedacht, okay. Ne, um das Problem zu lösen, habe ich das Limit um 1 erhöht. Dass ihr jetzt an dem Tag die 4 machen könntet. Und das hat auch relativ okay gepasst, dass wir dann gleich quasi das neue Limit so lassen können. Dass wir jetzt 5-mal haben. So. Und ich habe mir gleich was zu essen gemacht. Also nicht viel, nur so ein bisschen belegtes Brot mit Käse. Weil ich habe tierischen Hunger. Aber ich habe halt noch, ich sag quasi die Überreste der Nudeln von heute Morgen. Und die werde ich dann mehr nachher machen. Aber im Moment nur so ein kleines Sandwich reinpumpen. So. Jetzt die Frage. Wie überzeuge ich die Mannschaft? Wie bekomme ich die Stimme von Flair? Flair sagt, ihr Messer ganz ruhig. Ne? Ah. Okay. Ich weiß, wo er ist.
That is when
Er ist entweder hier an den Dings gefallen, ne, ist er nicht. Oder der hängt hier am Ruder. Oder? Ah. Genau.
Gullet.
You!
Gallet für Höhlen, wie steckt er fest? Nettes Messer.
That's Flair Gory's grandmother's whale knife. It's a beauty. He's pretty securely pinned there by the rudder. There's also a knife in his back, but that's clearly not why he's stuck. I have to say, I thought you were gone for good. I was feeling no small amount of pleasure about it, in fact.
It'll take more than a bath to get rid of old Gullet. Now pull me out of here before I hang you by your own intestines, swabby!
Well, that's actually first swab now.
What is?
Me. LeChuck gave me your job.
You? Not likely.
I do prefer a management role. Less scrounging, more lounging.
I'm gonna give your pancreas to my rat for a pillow!
You might want to take a friendlier tone.
This is my friendly tone, you blabbering pile of excrement!
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes, more or less. How about you?
Well, technically, I don't have to breathe at all, but it's a reflex, isn't it? You can't really stop doing it, and it feels like drowning the whole time. So get me out of here right now, you colossal git.
Nice talking to you, Gullet.
What do you mean, nice talking to you?
Oh, I don't mean it literally, of course. Just politely ending our conversation.
Wait, no, get me out of here for pity's sake. You baboon! I'll get you for this. You clown. That isn't gonna do any good. It wasn't even bothering me.
Bye-bye. Mhm.
It's Flair Gory's grandmother's whale knife. I found your knife.
My grandmother's knife. Thanks, Swabby. I have no idea how you pulled that off, but I guess a deal's a deal. I'll vote for your stupid plan.
Jawohl. Mhm. Sie stimmt wie Rose. Rose hat ihr Vertrauen in Chuck verloren. Musst du wieder Hoffnung machen. Vielleicht hast du bereits was, das die Mannschaft inspirieren soll. Ich habe doch dieses Pamphletkärtchen. Ah,
Do
natürlich.
you remember giving me this at my orientation? It's got some good stuff in it.
Oh, yeah. I put it together myself, you know.
No kidding.
Betray trust, commit fraud, threaten bodily harm. So unswerving, so unapologetically ruthless. This really takes me back.
Me too. Back to earlier today in my case.
LeChuck is really an amazing leader.
You can hang on to that if you like.
No, thanks, I'm good. Now that I've remembered why it is that I'm willing to follow LeChuck anywhere, even when I think he's doing something stupid.
Just so we're clear, that means you're gonna vote to go to Monkey Island now?
Yes, even though I know you want me to.
Works for me. I think I've got everyone's support now. Time to call for another vote. As quartermaster, can't you just decide that we're going to Monkey Island and tell the others what to do?
Sorry, Swabby. That just isn't how it works. I respect the will of the crew. Everybody.
Can we vote on going to Monkey Island again?
You want another vote? Go ring the bell yourself.
Muss doch die Glocke läuten.
One bell, voting hour.
Didn't we just do this?
The meeting is called to order. Are there any matters to be voted on?
Following Madison's ship to Monkey Island, on which I vote aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye. Aye.
6 in favor, none opposed.
I hope you're happy, Grandma.
Everybody, get ready. We'll follow the other ship as soon as she gets underway.
Yes!
So then you went to Monkey Island.
Not right away. I still needed to get my hands on the Chuck's map to the secret.
Guck mal. Na, zweimal die Glocke. Schleichen lassen lang in seiner Kabine, während er schreit. Okay.
That time again already? Well, let's get to it. Eyes front, you disgusting heaps of festering scum. Earlier today, in fact not even an hour ago, I clearly heard someone on this deck mention Guybrush Threepwood. Out loud! If a ship is going to function properly, blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah, flay you all alive.
Flay you all alive. So, jetzt ist die blöde Karte.
It's not much of a map. There's just some writing on it, but clearly it's important.
Ah.
Map's a map. I don't think he'll spot the difference. Now I just need to get Madison a skull, and we'll be good to go.
Das stand nicht drin, dass du die austauschen sollst.
In conclusion, shape up, or the eels will be gnawing on your carcass. All right, same time tomorrow then. Dismissed.
Ah, natürlich.
Okay, Murray, I just need one more thing from you. I hope you're not allergic to gunpowder.
Of course I'm not.
Hey, what are you doing? These things are dangerous.
Boom. Oh, look. Ein Schädel.
She's underway.
All hands, stand by to make sail.
Oi.
We're nearly there, me hearties. The fabled shores of fabled Monkey Island. Captain Madison and her associates will have to be dealt with, of course. But our top priority is the secret. Extra grog rations for everyone. Grog.
Hey!
All right.
Oops.
Rapewood!
Oops.
I did not see that coming.
I want to savor this, so I'm going to let you have the first jab.
Oh. Ist das Beleidigungsschwertkampf?
You move like a wounded hippopotamus.
You move like a dead one.
Okay, decent comeback.
Why don't you try again?
You're all bluster and no luster.
Well, you're all custard. Blast.
Hey! Hey, cheating! I won that round. Also, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to use the swords when we do this.
You don't seem to know how to use a sword. I can't decide if you're waving that thing like a feather duster or more like a mop.
Hey, I know that one!
Oh, been practicing, huh? What comeback would you use for waving it like a feather duster or like a mop?
Like a conductor's baton!
That's what I thought too.
I can't decide if you're waving your sword like a feather duster or more like a mop.
Like a conductor's baton. I picture you as a kettle drum in this scenario. You get hit a lot.
I assume you're no better at conducting an orchestra than you are at conducting sword play. Or metaphors.
Hey, you're laying a comeback on my comeback? That's gotta be against the rules.
You really should keep up on the latest trends. Aye, Threepwood.
Whoa!
Die Rückkehr nach Monkey Island. Ach ja, man sieht rechts oben den Timer.
More or less.
Is it more or is it less?
What?
You say you can hold your breath for 10 minutes, but then sometimes you say 8. One time I heard you say 12. Which one is it?
Well, in my prime, I could do 10 minutes, no problem.
Are you in your prime in this story?
8 minutes. Now let me get back to it before the 8 minutes runs out. There's no way I could ever pass this.
Hab ich Zeug? Ja. Okay. Tatsächlich, ich weiß nicht, ob man stirbt.
Monkey Island, 6-minute walk.
Okay. 2 Minuten später. Hier war nix. 2 Minuten später. Zwei Minuten später. Es wird knäpplich. Ah. Monkey Island.
At last! Hello, Monkey Island. It's me, Guybrush. Did you miss me? Your secret will be mine. 10 minutes, tops. I just need to take a look at the map I stole from LeChuck.
Hä? Ah, hier ist was. Ein süßes romantisches
Aw,
Herz.
it's a heart with L&E someone romantically carved into the tree.
Lol, L&E, LeChuck und Elaine. Ah, guck mal, Murray.
Murray? Is that you? Sorry about the cannon. Oh, it's just a creepy skull. I'll keep this for my Shakespeare summer stock.
Ah, okay. Ja, mit.
Well, I'm no phrenologist, but it seems okay.
Karte zum Geheimnis. Beginne deine Suche am roten Bärenstrauch. Folge der steinernen Affenhand. Bleibe auf dem Weg bei dem Holzhuhn. Schleiche dich an den Bienen vorbei. Beachte das Schild. Das X markiert die Stelle. Ich brauche den roten Bärenstrauch. Zum Strand, das Schiffswrack. Gigantischer Affenkopf. Der rote Bärenstrauch. Vulkan. Mächtigen Vulkan. Ja, zum Schiffswrack. Murray.
Murray? Is that you? Sorry about flattening you. Oh, it's just a spooky skull. I'll keep this for Halloween.
Okay, wir sammeln erstmal.
The rocks around here are treacherous. I have to be careful not to stub my toe. Well, the age-old battle of rock versus hull only ever ends one way.
Ah, Plakette.
It says the Sea Monkey.
Nein, die Sea Monkey.
This is my old ship from Monkey Island 1. Wow, the Sea Monkey brought me adventure and fame. Oh, I feel like this is a good omen. Either that, or this forgotten wreck of a ship discarded on the beach is highly symbolic. Oh, I'd love to get the old girl running again. It'd be a great summer project.
Das ist mehr als das Sommerprojekt. Okay, aber hier ist halt auch nichts. Okay, Dschungel haben wir den gigantischen Affenkopf.
It's faded over the years, but it still says private property. It's faded over the years, but it still says private property.
Von diesen komischen
Is that you? Sorry about the things I said to you. Oh, it's just a rancid skull. I'll keep this for the voodoo lady. It's them. I better just stay back and eavesdrop.
Can't you just break the security? Thought you were good at this stuff.
Keep talking and you'll find out how good I am.
Any place, anywhere, any place.
Any place, anywhere, any place. Moment, kurz was trinken sammeln. So.
Why aren't we waiting in the jungle?
Because I need to finish setting up the ritual here. You can go ahead if you want to,
And leave you two to plan behind me back. Me don't think so.
3. Though truly it is I, Murray, and I alone who possess the cunning necessary to achieve victory.
You keep out of it or I'm hiding your jawbone again. How come we have to do this right here?
Ja, okay.
It's the best.
Place gives me the creeps. And
In case you were wondering about your reward for uncrushing me, you need not worry. When this is done, and I unleash my terrible wrath upon the world, your heads alone will be spared, and you may sit at my feet when all else has been reduced to ashes.
Feet?
Figure of speech.
I thought I told you to stop talking. I'm happy to recrush ya if you want.
So as not to disrupt Lila's preparations, I shall for the moment remain silent. Silent, but deadly.
Okay, hier komme ich nicht weiter. Okay, okay. Hier ist aber auch nichts. Zurück in den Dschungel. In den Dschungel, nach oben, um die Aussicht zu genießen. Ja.
Spectacular! It's a sea salt encrusted skull.
Ah. Easter egg.
This is where I accidentally fell years ago when the ledge collapsed. Good times. I should be more careful this close to the edge. You never know when the ledge might collapse. Rock solid. Rock solid. Rock solid.
Na?
Rock solid. Rock solid.
Im Originalteil bricht halt hier das Ding ab. Und im Originalteil ist das tatsächlich schon ein Easter Egg auf eine Verarsche auf die Adventure Games von Sierra. Na, das ist halt diese King's Quest Reihe. Und nicht nur King's Quest, sondern auch Space Quest, glaube ich. Weil du da sehr oft stirbst. Ja, du startest da dann zwar wieder dann am Punkt, wo du gestorben bist. Oder das heißt genau da halt. Aber du stirbst halt sehr oft. Damit musst du in der King's Quest Reihe vor allem sehr viel leben. Na, Vulkanstrand. Naja, guck, wir haben noch mehr.
It's a weird looking skull. It's some driftwood that washed up on the beach. I can relate.
Kann man das Messer benutzen? Nein. Hä?
Ah, I guess not. Ah, I guess not. This whole tremendous ship is kind of a floating midlife crisis.
Oh, da.
It's a soaked skull. I'm sensing pure evil here, more than what's reasonable for an ordinary sea creature.
Ich kann an der Ankerkette hochklettern. Oh lol, ich komme aufs Schiff. Oh. Mächtig großer Fisch, mächtig große Zähne. Oh, der müsste ja...
You!
Oh.
Hi.
You're not welcome on this ship, Threepwood.
Ups. Habe ich meinen? Nee, hab ich nicht. Von sowas lasse ich mich doch nicht aufhalten.
Tempting, but the climb would be beyond even my legendary skills.
Ist er noch hier? Ja.
Drown him down with just me thoughts.
Hello again.
Again? I don't know you. I'd remember an ugly mug like yours.
Ooh, my mistake. See you later.
Oh, wait. Hold me joking. Hang about. Maybe you can give me a hand. I'm a bit stuck.
How did you get stuck on the rudder?
I was just doing my job, breaking in a new swab. That's not bad. Lob, fob, gob. Oh, gob. Gob could work. Anyway, let's just say that upper management took exception to my methods. And here I am.
The new swab you mentioned. What was he like? Rising star? Diamond in the rough?
A useless plank.
Diamond in
I don't
the
think he knows
rough.
one end of the mop from the other. Also, he come down here, stole a knife I was keeping in my back, and left me stuck. Didn't even try to help.
Did I see you stuff a notebook into your shirt?
There's nothing you need to know about. Go away.
What's in the notebook? Is it a diary?
Look, it's poems, all right? Zombie pirate poems, but they're not finished. I've got some problems to work out with them still.
Maybe I could help you with your poetry? I've dangled a metaphor or two in my day.
Well, I am stuck in a few places. For instance, what rhymes with worms?
Germs.
Oh yeah, that could work. All right then. I also need an idea for something that grows.
Maggots.
I think that fits. How about a rhyme for black?
Fanatic.
Fanatic. Yeah, I could go in there. I don't think I'd have come up with that on my own. Thanks a lot. I was a bit underwater there, but I think at least I
Einfach
got all the
random irgendwas
first volume
eingetippt.
wrapped up now.
Hey,
What do you want?
now that they're finished, would you show me your poems?
What? So you can steal them? Oh, I don't think so.
Okay. Honestly, I have no idea why I'm even asking. Maybe if you'd been nicer to that swab, he'd have helped you.
Not him. Sometimes you can just tell about people.
Did you ever think maybe you deserve to be left down here because you're a cruel bully with self-esteem issues?
No.
Enjoy your evening.
You're leaving? Without helping me? When I get out of here, I'm gonna eat what little there is of your brain and use your broken ribs to pick my teeth.
Hey,
What do you want?
now that they're finished, would you show me your poems?
What? So you can steal them? Oh, I don't.
Okay. Enjoy your evening.
Not likely.
Okay. Und da ist noch irgendwas? Nee, ne? So, und wir können ja in die komische Kabine.
They've sealed it shut.
Ah, der Siegel ist shut. Okay. Okay, das heißt, ich muss...
Threepwood, not so sneaky without your magic disguise, are you?
Oh.
Okay, ich muss bestimmt irgendwann die Gedichte holen von dem. Aber jetzt werde ich erstmal mich trollen. So. Oh, was ist das? Ein sehr toter
I'm not even a
Tintenfisch.
fan of live squid. I'm not even a fan of live squid.
Oh, ich konnte den Tag abschauen.
It's kind of horrifying.
So, und wir waren beim...
That is gazeworthy.
Ah, okay. Ja, dann gehen wir halt mal zu den roten Bärenstrauch.
You don't hear much about land pirates, but they're out there. You don't hear much about land pirates, but they're out there.
So, da. Beginne Suche am Boden mit Folge der steinernen Affenhand und dann das Holzhuhn. Okay.
It's a big stone monkey part. I shudder to think about what part I might find next.
Okay, können wir die Piratenfahne abschneiden? Nein. Holzhuhn, eine schicke alte Sonnenuhr.
It's running a little fast.
Holzhuhn.
Well, I would have carved a pulley in the middle, but that's just me.
An den Bienen vorbei, beachte das Schild.
I didn't know the island was zoned for housing. I didn't know the island was zoned for housing. I do like honey, but I don't want to escalate the situation. Secret this way. It's pretty straightforward, which I appreciate.
Das X markiert den Punkt.
What an amazing stroke of luck. A free shovel to dig up the secret with. Whoa!
Natürlich.
That's not LeChuck.
You must be the smart one.
This clown won't know LeChuck's secrets. But I guess we could torture him anyway.
Wait! What was that you said about LeChuck's secrets?
Do you know LeChuck's theme song, his catchphrase, or his favorite food?
How about the first two notes of his theme song?
Not enough. Ugh, this is going nowhere. We wouldn't even be in this bind if you'd let me kill him on melee.
Don't start with me, Lila. Remember, it was me that intercepted the real map on its way to LeChuck in the first place.
That's a blank piece of paper.
It's encrypted.
I can reveal it with a dark magic spell, but I have to have LeChuck's personal information to break the security. As part of the spell, we have to play his music, say his catchphrase, and eat his favorite food.
You could just ask him?
Ugh, LeChuck is too powerful to face directly. This trap was supposed to catch him off guard so we could get the information out of him.
And now we're out of root beer.
I swallowed a lot. Maybe wait a half hour?
Or I poke a hole in you and it squirts out right away.
We could search his ship for information while he's gone?
We thought of that, but the ship's enchanted to be unboardable.
Only LeChuck and his crew can get on it.
Well, not sure I was ever technically fired. I mean, I did wind up at the bottom of the ocean, but no one ever said the words, "You're fired."
You can get on the ship?
Probably. I mean, definitely. Yes.
Fine. Here's the deal. You find out what we need to know. We decode the map, and we split the secret 4 ways. That's the only offer, and I won't make it again. In or out?
Yay or nay?
What are the alternatives?
We kill you.
I accept.
No way! You teamed up with Captain Madison?
Well, they were planning to double-cross me, of course. My only option was to do it first. Double-cross them before they could double-cross me. Triple-cross.
Dad.
I'd get them what they needed to work the spell on the map, and then I'd find a way to steal it.
Cool!
Ja, warum? Weil ich Pirat bin.
Remember, it's his theme music, catchphrase, and favorite food.
We're camped at the big monkey ahead if you need anything.
Actually, there is one thing.
Ja, meint. To-Do-Liste. LeChucks Karte von Geheimnis folgen. Okay. LeChuck Geheimnisse Captain Madison überbringen. LeChucks Titelmelodie, den Slogan, Lieblingsessen. Einen Weg finden, dich zurück auf LeChucks Schiff zu schleichen. Captain Madison hintergehen, sobald wir die Karte haben. Das Geheimnis von Monkey Island finden. Hier ist nichts. In the jungle. Okay. Ja, dann... zu LeChucks pompösen Schiff zurückgehen. Oh, warte. Nee, wir können... Wir können jetzt tatsächlich zum Affenkopf gehen, weil... die sind ja jetzt freundlich.
Hey, partner.
Someone has a nice collection of colored glass bottles.
Threepwood, I might have known you'd be wrapped up in this. It's just your kind of swamp.
Yours too, it seems.
I do like the moral black areas.
I wonder if this arm bone has anything to do with anything.
Heißanfall, wunderschönen Abend. Ein Armbone.
Could be a humerus, or maybe the ulna. It's hard to tell without some deep forensic analysis. How was your trip to Monkey Island?
Damp. People kept dropping me into cauldrons of glop for some reason. But I'll have my revenge on all of them. Especially that withered zombie man on LeChuck's crew.
Just some old skull.
Ah, okay, okay, okay. Do, Re, Mi. Oh. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La. Ne, steht nicht, dass da... So, das ist dann quasi deine Orgel. Um wie ist das Spiel? Geil. Einfach nur geil. Wie als wenn ich vor 30 Jahren das erste Mal spielen würde. Fa.
Ouch! Hey!
Ich bin nicht sicher, ob die sind 100 Pro nicht in der richtigen Reihenfolge. Okay, aber da spielst du seine Telemelodie mit. Okay, damit ist doch schon mal was gemacht.
We're ready on our end. Have you learned LeChuck's secrets yet?
I'll get back to it.
Be quick about it.
Oh nee, beim Betreten der Dings gab es
We're
Probleme.
ready on our end. Have you learned LeChuck's secrets yet?
Yeah, I ran into some trouble boarding the ship.
Is it the enchantment keeping you off?
Good news. We get to kill him after all.
No, that's not it. I lost my eye patch disguise, so the crew knows it's me, and they won't let me back on.
You need to look like one of them. I know a good spell that can do that. I'll need a secret to build it on. Get me a physical object from one of the crew. Something they would keep hidden from the others.
Okay, I'll see what I can come up with.
Oh,
See ya, partner.
das ist bestimmt dieses komische... Das komische Gedichtebuch.
Thinking thoughts I really ought not.
Hey,
What do you want?
do you happen to know LeChuck's catchphrase?
No. Whenever he's yelling, I get too distracted counting his teeth to pay attention. Got me in trouble a few times.
Would you happen to know LeChuck's favorite food?
I've got better things to do than watch that guy eat.
Do you know if LeChuck has a theme song?
Does the screaming of his enemies count?
I doubt it.
Then no.
Now that they're finished, would you show me your poems?
What? So you can steal them? Oh, I don't think so.
Oh. Oh.
I've got a friend who edits a paper. He might be interested in your poetry.
That'd be fantastic. But I'm a little inconvenienced at the moment, you know, stuck on the rudder and all that. Maybe you could show my work to your editor friend?
I'd be happy to do that.
Gibt's das nur in englischer Sprache? Ja.
And, let's just keep this a secret between us, if you
Audio
don't mind.
ist nur Englisch.
Mum's the word until they're announced.
Aber du kannst halt natürlich Text auf Deutsch stellen. Ja, Text und Menü etc. Aber Audio ist nur im Deutschen. Audio ist nur Englisch. Entschuldigung.
Wow, these are really bad poems. I see why Gullet was keeping them secret.
Wusch, 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 wusch. So, wir klettern wieder über die Reling. Werden runtergeschubst.
Not so sneaky without your magic disguise, are you?
Vielleicht kommt irgendwann später mal noch mehr Audio dazu. Wer weiß das schon?
I'm not even a fan of live squid. I'd rather leave the rest for nature to clean up.
Tatsächlich müssten auf dem nördlichen Teil die Kannibalen... Obwohl, nee, die Kannibalen sind ja umgezogen.
Hey, partner.
Did you bring something secret from one of the crew?
I did. Gullet was keeping this under wraps. Can you use it to make a disguise?
Like chomping worms or colorful germs. I can see why someone would want to keep this a secret. It's drivel. It's perfect.
Was macht sie jetzt? Dark Magic.
Qui doloram ipsum, quia dolor citamet.
Ooh.
Nisi utali qui vexia comedo consequat. Exceptor sint ocecat, cupidetat non freudent.
Warum redet sie Latein? Natürlich, weil Latein die Sprache der dunklen Magie ist.
Use the first poem to activate the disguise, and the last one to be yourself again.
Fantastic! Thanks.
Keep us looped in on your progress.
Yep, will do. Like chomping worms or colorful germs, ideas fill my head. The poems flow as maggots grow, creatively undead. That's enough for now. I don't want to waste all the magic power. My soul is black, I'm a brain fanatic. The stench is growing worse. I miss the me I used to be, before the zombies curse.
Come back soon, partner.
Zwischenzeit. LeChuck macht wieder irgendwas, oder? Ja.
This can't be right.
Isn't that a mop tree? I didn't realize you were on a mop quest.
Not since my college days. And then I was just experimenting. That's not important right now. Someone messed up, and I think I know who.
Bin ich auf dem Schiff?
Like chomping worms.
Über die Reling, ja.
Permission to come aboard?
Gullet. I thought we'd lost you.
I'm still feeling the sting of your knife.
I got the knife back, so you let me know if the feeling fades. Your voice sounds funny.
Yeah, still a few quarts of seawater in the lungs, I guess.
I guess. Anyway, welcome back to the ship. Do me a favor and guard this spot until LeChuck and Iron Rose get back. I've almost finished the piece I was working on, and I want to get back to it.
It's me, Gullet. Why would you trust me with that?
Because you know if you screw it up, I'll stab you again.
Käse. So. To-Do-Liste. Chucks, da, einen Weg finden, auf Checks zu schleichen. Ja, okay, check.
This is a bunch of empty containers of monkey blood and squid ink.
Ja.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, Gullet, you smell cleaner than usual.
Thanks. Do you happen to know LeChuck's catchphrase? I'm trying to be more like him.
Well, then you should change your catchphrase every few minutes. I have no idea how he keeps track.
Do you happen to know LeChuck's favorite food?
No, but Putra probably does, seeing as how she's the cook and all.
Right. Does LeChuck have a theme song? I'm planning a surprise.
Surprising LeChuck doesn't sound like a good idea, but he did say something recently about having a theme composed. I don't know if it was ever finished.
See ya.
Komm an Bord. Ist das nicht so eine Catchphrase? Okay. Lass dich inspirieren.
Hey, I can see all the way to the giant monkey head. Madison, Lila, and Trent are all talking. They look happy, planning what to do when they're finished with me, no doubt. Well, I'll have the last laugh. I wouldn't want to wake him up.
Okay. Blöde Katze. Oh, what's das?
It's LeChuck's personal diary. I wouldn't have pegged him as the type for self-reflection.
Finden Sie mal, das neue Tagebuch, das Killenschneider Kelly mir geschenkt hat, gefällt mir sehr gut. Ich bin beeindruckt, dass ich dieses Geschenk bekommen habe, wo ich doch derjenige war, der Kelly die Kehle durchgeschnitten hat. Ich werde jeden Tag hineinschreiben. Es ist der 5. Juli, die Zeit vergeht im Flug, wenn man Spaß hat. Segeln, plündern, terrorisieren. Und tanzt er hier in Unterwäsche? Verrückte Zeiten heute Abend. Die Mannschaft hat Charade zum Thema „Was ist deine peinlichste Geigerschicht" um den großen Kessel gespielt. Wir haben gerade den 19. Breitengrad überquert, um Bermuda zu terrorisieren. Bermuda, deine Mutter. Sind auf ein lästiges Zollschiff gestoßen. Eine Bermuda. Leicht zu überholen, um mit Voodoo-Kugeln zu beschießen. Ich habe mich zurückgezogen und bin auf das Deck gegangen, um noch ein paar Steinkarten zu erstellen. Haarempflug auf Krokrug erhascht. Sind dann der Skull Bay angekommen und haben den Anker geworfen. Putra macht Macaroni mit Käse zum Abendessen. Ich habe mehr von unserer neuen Köchin erwartet. Nee. Habe heute ein Postschiff angegriffen und versenkt. Was für ein Spaß. Das Meer war mit Fetzen von Weihnachtsgeschenkpapier bedeckt. Und es sah aus wie ein explodierter Clown. Das hat schöne Erinnerungen geweckt, aber ich habe den Namen des Clowns wohl vergessen. Notiz an mich selbst, mehr Gedächtnisübungen. Ich probiere einen neuen Slogan aus. Brandschatz, die 7 bilden. Dieser ist viel besser als mein letzter. Oh, hier. Das neue Hauptsegel sieht so schön aus. Ich schicke jemanden hoch, um es zu reisen, zu festen, damit es böser wird. Die neue Mannschaft fragt mich immer wieder, warum ich Guybrush so sehr hasse. Bei Guybrush kann ich mich nicht auf eine Sache festlegen. Es ist eine endlose Liste von kleinen nervigen Dingen mit ihm. Guybrush taucht immer dann in meinem Leben auf, wenn ich es am wenigsten erwarte. Ich bereue den Tag, an dem ich mich vor Jahren zum ersten Mal mit ihm angelegt habe, nachdem er die Hochzeit meiner wahren Liebe Elaine ruiniert hat. Ich habe beschlossen, mir zu Weihnachten einen neuen Slogan zuzulegen. Brandschatz, die zitternden Endermesser. Ho, ho, ho. Ich vergaß zu erwähnen, dass die Mannschaft am Tag unserer Ankunft in Skull Bay eine Geburtstagsparty für mich gab. Ich habe sie alle Kiel geholt. Der Kiel musste sowieso gereinigt werden. Denke mehr darüber nach, warum ich Guybrush hasse. Es scheint zu denken, dass wir Feinde sind. Todfeinde in ewigen Kampf. Die Wahrheit ist, dass er mir völlig egal ist. Das ist wie bei der Mücke, die denkt, dass wir Feinde sind, obwohl die Mücke nur ein lästiges Insekt ist, das man zerquetschen muss. Iron Rose nannte mein Slogan heute Morgen abgedroschen. Ich habe sie am Bugspriet festgemacht, aber ich habe beschlossen, es bei meinem struppigen Bart zu versuchen. Ich hatte ein langes Gespräch mit Rose, während wir am Strand von Terror Island, ich liebe diesen Ort, über brennende Leichen und Marshmallows grillten. Sie ist der Meinung, dass je mehr ich Guybrush als einfache Nervensäge abtue, desto offensichtlicher wird, dass er und ich wirklich Feinde sind. Ich mache eine Liste mit allen Gründen, warum ich Guybrush Threepwood hasse. Erstens, dummer Name, wer nennt sein Kind Guybrush? Zweitens, hält sich für einen mächtigen Piraten, obwohl er keiner ist. Drittens, immer auf der Suche nach demselben Schatz wie ich. Viertens, hat mir Elaine gestohlen. Fünftens, er bekommt viel bessere Presse als ich. Sechstens, ist nur am Ruhm der Piraterie interessiert. Ich lasse meine Worte und Taten folgen. Er redet nur. Siebtens, mein Schiff ist viel besser als seins. Ole, nach all den langen Jahren sehne ich mich immer noch nach der Wärme deiner Umarmung. Verdammter Guybrush. Der Tag wird kommen und ein Ende ist vorhergesagt. Ideen für einen neuen Slogan: plündert die zitternden Holzbeine. Ich bin noch nicht sicher, ich muss erst mal darüber schlafen, wo ich ihn einsetze. Die Möwen kreisen heute über dem Schiff. Normalerweise wären riesige Ratten mit Flügeln mein Ding, aber sie versuchen, meine morgendlichen Bücklinge zu stehlen. Und sie tünchen das Deck so sehr, dass keiner von uns auf den Beinen bleiben kann. Ich denke darüber nach einen permanenten Sturm zu beschwören, um die verdammten Dinger in Schach zu halten. Das Schiff ist ein einziges Chaos. Ich führe einen neuen Pflichtbericht für Schrubber ein. Alter, wie viele Seiten hatten das Ding noch? Heute Nachmittag habe ich neue Bestrafungstechniken ausprobiert. Walfanghaken waren sehr effektiv. Muss ein paar Mannschaftsmitglieder setzen. Erst im Nachhinein ist mir die Anregung von Rose angefallen, den Schiffsarzt nicht als Testperson zu wenden. Ich werde ihr ein paar extra Peitschenschläge verpassen, weil sie es mich hat vergessen lassen. Ich habe beschlossen, die Meere nicht mehr zu terrorisieren. Wenn wir im Hafen ankommen, werde ich mich um Wohltätigkeitsarbeit kümmern, meine Beute ausgraben und meine Opfer entschädigen. Ganz oben auf meiner Liste steht, mich bei Guybrush zu entschuldigen und zu umarmen. Ach, 1. April. Na. Haha, ich lache mich kaputt. Alter, der Humor ist halt hart. Ich habe beschlossen, meinen Slogan in Threepwood Flug zu ändern. Kurz und knapp, gefällt mir. Aha, aha, aha. Problem mit dem Slogan, man hört den Namen Threepwood so oft. Ich gehe zurück zu dem, den ich am 17. hatte. Plündert die zitternden Holzbeine. Okay. Die Karte zum Geheimnis ist heute angekommen. Die Sicherheitsmaßnahmen scheinen nicht zu funktionieren. Aber jetzt, wo sie hier auf Le Ship ist, kann sie sowieso nicht in die falschen Hände geraten. Ich hätte wohl ihm meine persönliche Chiffre benutzen lassen sollen, aber er wollte sie fester an mich binden. Ich werde mit dem wehleidigen kleinen Kartenmacher darüber reden, sobald ich das Geheimnis gefunden habe. Yancy und Matt Flora haben Guybrush beim Abendessen erwähnt. Muss Ersatzleute einstellen. Vielleicht auf Melee, wo ich schon mal Voodoo-Vorräte aufstockte. Im Hafen von Melee angelegt, das Stadtvolk lässt sich von der Anwesenheit von The Ship überraschenderweise nicht beeindrucken. Ich vermisse die alten Zeiten. Notiz an mich selbst beim nächsten Besuch: ein paar Gebäude mit Kanonenfeuer zerstören. Ich habe mir gerade eine super Beleidigung ausgedacht. Hey, ich lache mich kaputt und Guybrush in den Tod geschickt. Heute Abend gefeiert. Notiz an mich selbst: Elaine mein Mitleid aussprechen. Plündert die zitternden Holzbeine ist sein Slogan. Okay.
If I'm wrong about what that is, taking it would be a big mistake. If I'm right...
Aha, ha, 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 ha.
Go it, you tough old slab of crocodile meat! Somehow I knew you'd make it back. Can I fix you something to eat?
I'll have whatever LeChuck's having.
LeChuck's on the island, looking for the big secret.
You cook for LeChuck. Does he have a favorite dish?
Don't tease me by trying to take an interest. You've never had the slightest appreciation for my talents. You think I just sling hash.
You're the best chef I've ever known.
Chef? You called me chef? In all the years you've known me, you've never done that before. I don't know what happened while you were overboard, but I like this change in you. What was it you wanted to know about?
LeChuck's favorite food.
Well, that's easy. Tentacles with daisy sauce.
Yuck!
Don't blame me. It's not my favorite food.
Are we almost to the part about the triple cross?
Not quite.
Tentacles with daisy sauce.
Ah, a classic. Can you make me some tentacles with daisy sauce?
Sorry, I'm all out of the main ingredient.
Tentacle habe ich da.
Could you make tentacles with daisy sauce with this?
That's a nice one. Have it for you in a jiff. Bon appetit.
That's it?
Sometimes simple is best.
I'd rather not, honestly. Do you happen to know LeChuck's theme song?
I don't know. Flair's the composer. I think she's on deck duty right now.
No. I mean, yes. Sure she is. Well, I've got work to do.
Ah, 2 von 3.
Right.
How's the score coming along?
The music's done. I'm just decorating it now. Go back and guard the ship like I told you.
How's the score coming along?
The music's done. I'm just decorating it now. Go back and guard the ship like I told you.
Hä?
I'd rather not, honestly.
Wie finde ich LeChucks Slogan? Das wissen wir ja mittlerweile. Du brauchst den aktuellsten. Also auf den Spruch vom 17. Jahr in diesem Anwaltssituation überlöst, ja. Ja, haben wir gemacht. Das wussten wir ja vorher schon. Suche unter Deck nach LeChucks Titelmelodie. Du musst irgendwie ablenken, um das Notenblatt zu bekommen, auf dem sie arbeitet. Dass du es schon immer benutzt hast, um abzulenken. Die Glocke? Ah, genau. Die Glocke. Und da gibt's Sport. Oh, warte, die Glocke löst ein Event aus. Moment. Ja, ein Sport ist noch übrig.
What's going on? I don't like being interrupted. I don't know.
Someone rang the bell.
Ja, go.
It's the theme music Flair was working on. A jaunty little tune like this would be great at parties.
Dodo, Miso, Fafare. Aha.
Well, I'm not waiting around any longer. I've got work to do. Waste of time. Hope my soup didn't burn.
So. No, wir müssen es mehr runter. Keep going. So. Moment, dass wir hier ankommen. Speichern ab. Sport. Auf geht's. So. So, kurz alle Beine ausschütteln. Ja. Ich glaube, das letzte Mal heute. Eins. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. Und 15. Juhu. Ich bin tatsächlich ein bisschen geschafft. So. Ich muss mal kurz gucken. Plupp. Wie viel Sport hat man denn heute? So, wenn das lädt, kann ich ja weitermachen. Laufen, 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 laufen.
Hey, partner. We're ready on our end. Have you learned LeChuck's secrets yet?
I know all of LeChuck's secrets. Let's do this thing.
Okay, let's get started. The first step is to play LeChuck's theme music. You're the one who knows how it goes, so you're in charge. Your instrument is over there.
Watch who you're calling an instrument.
Ah, das habe ich ja schon gebaut. Moment, ich muss kurz... gestern den Sport noch wegmachen. Das heißt, ich habe jetzt 1, 2, 3, 4. Und wir haben 5-mal Sport jetzt durch tatsächlich. So. Chaka chaka. Ach so. Okay. Wir schreiben auf Do, Do, Mi, So, Fa, Fa, Re. Ne, normalerweise gehört dazu auch noch so eine komische Handbewegung. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti. Do.
Do.
Ach so.
Do.
Mo.
B.
So. Fa.
Fa. Fa. Ray. Yo ho 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 ho.
That's promising. Next step. Madison, let's have the map. Quis nostra fugiat, nulla tempor. Labores nisi ex comedo consequat. Quick, say LeChuck's catchphrase.
Plunder? The quivering? Timbers.
Quis autem vel veleptate velit. Now, eat LeChuck's favorite food.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Can't someone else do it?
No.
Ugh. Okay.
Tintenfischringer.
Wow.
Look, there are lines on it.
It's working.
Was ist er denn?
Wow. This dark magic stuff gets kind of intense. Anybody see where the map got to?
Not your concern.
Thanks for your help. Time to go.
Wait.
Any last words before we drop you off the cliff and retrieve the secret for ourselves?
What happened to our deal?
Don't pretend you didn't intend to double-cross us and steal the map the first chance you got.
You don't know that for sure.
It's in your to-do list.
Oh.
Ups. Da unten ist eh noch ein Gummibaum. Das wissen wir aus dem ersten Teil.
And now good riddance to Murray, the annoying demonic skull.
Wait, I have a family.
Good. Trent, let's have a look at the map again.
Odd. It was just in my pocket.
Never mind. I remember what was on it. Let's go get the secret.
Ow.
It came from over here somewhere. What the? Threepwood? So, you survived walking the plank only to stumble off a cliff. I always knew you were a buffoon, but this really takes the prize. Speaking of taking the prize, as you lie here, slowly dying, feel free to torment yourself with the knowledge that I will shortly have the secret. And then, the fairy lane as well. I didn't quite catch that, but no matter. Your last words will be forgotten, along with you. Soon, not even the stench of your passing will remain, as the world moves impeccably onward.
Captain LeChuck, it's Captain Madison, sir. She and the others have just set sail. They're leaving the island.
Leaving? They must know where the secret is. If we hurry, we can catch them at sea and persuade them to share.
Lasst mich doch hier nicht so liegen.
I think my pancreas is broken. Possibly also my spleen and my gallbladder. Whatever that is.
Hello? Is someone here?
Und das ist Elaine.
Oh no. Are you okay?
Warum ist Elaine hier?
It only hurts when I breathe.
Still, best to keep that up, I think.
If I have to. What are you doing here? Did you come to rescue
Gute
me?
Frage.
How did you even get to Monkey Island? I guess you made the potion?
You used a potion to get here. It's so cute. But let's not get sidetracked. You've fallen off a cliff.
This whole voyage has been a disaster. Nothing but humiliation, physical danger, and humiliating physical danger. I keep losing sword fights. I got thrown off a ship and thrown off a cliff on the same day. I got caught in a snare trap meant for LeChuck. My own fault. I had a map. There was an X and a shovel.
You didn't find that suspicious?
Might as well just lie here and starve to death.
I've got a better idea. Come back with me to Scurvy Island. I'll take a break from the Scurvy Project to nurse you back to health.
Yeah, why not? I'll never get the secret now that the map is gone.
Come what you saying, Ralph?
Hello?
Ah, Murray. Die alte Socke.
Murray, is that the map to the secret?
That melonhead put me in his pocket with it. I grabbed it for leverage.
Holy cow! The secret is at the voodoo shop
Der
on
Voodoo
Melee
Shop.
Island.
Der
Change of plan,
Tresor.
Elaine. We're going back to Melee.
We are? Well, what about all the things you just said?
I must have hit my head. Where's your ship?
It's actually your ship. Your old ship. I mean, the Sea Monkey is wrecked on a beach just east of here.
I know, I saw it.
I got dropped off here so I could fix it up as a surprise for your birthday.
What a great present. You always amaze me. I had no idea you knew ship repair.
I don't know any more than you do, but I brought a manual. Why don't we fix it together?
Und darum habe ich Elaine geheiratet.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Race you to the ship!
Advanced ship repair for the dummy klutz. It's like it was written just for me. I feel like we're entering a new phase in our relationship.
I am trying to contain my joy.
Come on, Murray. You got our work cut out for us.
I don't relish the idea of being with you, but I guess it beats spending the next 100 years on this stump. Maybe.
Wait, not the pocket.
Natürlich habe ich versagt.
Slowpoke.
You had a head start. Should we get started?
Ready when you are.
Vielleicht sollte man...
It says the secret is at the voodoo shop on...
Genau, das Secret ist im Voodoo Shop.
Advanced ship repair for the dummy klutz. It's like it was written just for me.
Was? Insert Geiber Schwiebels Montage Shots nur 5 bis 15.
Well, we did what we could with the materials at hand.
I love it.
Testbild
It
eingefügt.
oozes nostalgia.
Among other things. You steer, I'll bail.
Oh, das Buch, das Handbuch. Wir verlieren, glaube ich, das Schiff.
Huh. I would expect Madison or LeChuck's ship to be here by now.
Oh my goodness, look at the damage. I've got to go and talk to Carla about organizing earthquake relief.
You're not coming to the voodoo shop?
Well, of course I want to, but this is a crisis. There'll be other damage. I have to help. Well, I'll want to hear all about it later.
Right.
Yeah.
Hi Mo. Wunderschönen Abend.
Watch the ship for me. Bite anyone who tries to steal it.
You're fine. There aren't any scrap lumber dealers on Melee.
I'm not leaving again without the secret of Monkey Island.
Steht.
Ooh,
Romantisch.
nice upgrade for eating al fresco. What are you drinking?
Soda with a twist of avocado. It might be a little fizzy for your grog palates.
Oh, sounds exotic.
Not done with my drink.
You saved the cookbook.
Yes, I saved the cookbook. The ceiling was collapsing, the building was on fire, people running everywhere, and I saved the cookbook.
Cool.
You're welcome.
Are you done with the cookbook? I'd like it back.
No, you can't take it! With my bar gone and no hope to repair it, this is all I have left!
Did you feel the earthquake?
I was too busy running for my life!
How come you're still here? The bar is half collapsed and slightly on fire.
Get lost.
Okay. In der Zwischenzeit auf halbem Wege nach Melee Island. Die kloppen sich jetzt, oder? Ja, natürlich.
Give up now, old man. The secret will be ours.
I've been searching for the secret since before you were born!
That's exactly my point. Finding the secret is a young pirate's game.
Years of experience and me relentless drive will ensure the secret be mine.
Only if you don't have a heart attack first. Ha! Last chance to give it up. Then we obliterate you.
Get off my ocean!
I'm impressed by your crosswind ramming technique. I'll have to add that to my book.
My crew is quite skilled when given the right motivation.
I am still worried about Threepwood. He shows up in the most unexpected ways.
We don't have to worry about Threepwood anymore. I left him broken and near death at the bottom of a cliff. His eye was pussing up, and bone was protruding from his leg. Animals have probably already scattered his limbs from one end of the island to the
Ja, wenn er sich
other.
da mal nicht täuscht, der
So
Gute.
it's agreed. We stop fighting each other and we join forces to find the secret.
Agreed. No funny stuff. We split the secret. Teammates.
Someone defaced Elaine's scurvy flyer. Someone defaced Elaine's scurvy flyer. Doing fine.
Ah, nicht mehr lange.
Nothing free. Wait, weren't those monocles free? Still in business. Am I too late? Was LeChuck here? Did Madison come? Did they get it? Where's the secret? What happened to your cauldron?
I sold it to a soup shop on another island. They didn't mind the magic spell residue.
You've had it all this time!
I possess little and much. To what are you referring?
Don't play dumb with me, Karina. I have the map. The secret of Monkey Island is here.
What is it you wish to know?
It's in that big safe by the door, right?
Yes.
Where are the keys to the safe? I'd like to get it open as soon as possible.
I am prevented from helping you with the keys. But there is one close by who knows much.
How do I find him?
Her. And she will find you.
How do you know that?
She is outside the shop.
Why did you take the secret? Doesn't it belong on Monkey Island?
I have taken nothing. The safe came to me as you see it and belongs to someone else. I accepted a fee and cast a spell upon it to prevent it being moved. That is all.
Who owns the safe?
Alas, there are forces which prevent me from revealing the true owner. A contract signed in blood with gruesome punishments for disclosure.
Some kind of a voodoo thing?
No.
How could you keep this a secret from me? You knew I was looking for it.
It is not a secret from you, Guybrush Threepwood. It is a secret. Full stop. I am bound by an agreement.
Have LeChuck or Captain Madison been here?
No.
That's weird. They were way ahead of me.
Sometimes it's better to have two enemies than one. But you should not waste time.
I might have more questions for you later.
I might have answers, but I make no promises.
Okay.
I hate to leave it here, but I can't take the safe with me, and I need to find keys to open it. I'd need a lot of keys to open that.
Ja, vor dem Laden ist
Ah!
You found the secret.
die Oma.
You are a spark among fallen leaves.
Oh, I'm pretty excited.
Hold on to that feeling. I am Whiteling Bones. Whitey. Like you, the hunt for the secret consumes me. Like you, I know where the secret lies, but lack the means to open the safe. You must have many questions.
Ja. Wie öffne ich den Tresor?
How do I open the safe?
5 locks, 5 keys. Golden keys. Hidden long ago.
Ja, no.
What do the golden keys look like?
They're gold.
Gold.
It's just paint, but they look nice.
where can I find the golden keys?
Most are found already. Got one myself. Old Mrs. Smith had one before she died, and Bella Fisher, too. Also, I heard one was found on Bermuda.
That's only 4.
One more was supposed to be hidden on Terror Island. That one has never been found.
Hang on, I'm writing all this down on my to-do list. This doesn't sound so hard.
A lot of people don't come back from Terror Island. Also, Bella Fisher sank out at sea and nobody knows where.
Natürlich.
Took her
Können die
key
nicht
with
einfach
her.
um die Ecke auf dem Friedhof begraben sein oder so?
Can I borrow the key you have, just to try it out?
Not so fast, bright boy. Whitey Bones is not such an easy mark. You prove yourself. Get some skin in the game. Find me when you've got more keys than I do, and maybe I'd talk partnership.
Why is the secret in the safe instead of on Monkey Island? Do you know?
Secret's always been in the safe.
Uh-huh. How come I never heard about any of this before? I'm kind of a secret at Monkey Island buff. You'd think I'd know about it.
The clues were buried deep and clever. Only a few ever puzzled them out, and we keep ourselves to ourselves.
This all seems needlessly complicated.
Life is like that sometimes. Best just enjoy the ride.
Der Weg ist das Ziel und so.
You seem more lucid than when you were hanging out of the window on High Street.
We all got our good days and our bad ones. If you don't know already, then you'll see.
See you around, Whitey. I've got keys to track down.
Okay, bright boy. But you watch your step. There is a curse. The keys are protected by a terrible curse.
Natürlich.
Beware.
Whoa! A curse? Really?
No. I mean, yes, she did say that, but she was just being dramatic. Whitey likes to make a big exit. Well, one thing's for sure. I don't know how to get to either of those islands she mentioned. I'd better get a good sea map right away.
To-Do-Liste. Immer noch das Geheimnis von Monkey Island. Okay, sofort zum Voodoo-Laden gehen. 5 Schlüssel für den Tresor erhalten. Whiteys goldener Schlüssel von alten Mrs. Smith, Bella Fisher, Goldschlüssel Bermuda, Terror Island, Seekarte. Okay. Tja, Seekarte. Olli-Mann.
Hey, Wally. What was the deal with all the crazy maps on Monkey Island?
I made the map to the secret, and a darn good one, I might add. But what other people do with it after purchase is not my legal responsibility.
Why didn't you tell me the map said the secret was right across the street? That would have saved me a lot of time.
Sorry, but I was all NDA'd up on that one.
Have you got a sea map of the local area? Can you jot down the locations of Terror Island and Bermuda?
No problem. I'll also add a few extras. The ship tracking feature is going to blow your mind. It's a little trick, I know. You need to be able to go the extra mile if you want to make it in the big time, like me.
Schiffsverfolgungsfunktion.
Be careful. The last pirates I made a map to Terror Island for were never seen again. And Bermuda can chill you to the bone. Not many pirates want to head up there. Oh, and when you get to Scurvy Island, say hi to Elaine for me.
Thanks, Wally. And sorry about blowing you up that one time. Gross. Looks like day-old avocado soup. I'll wait until I'm back on my ship to open it.
Okay. Was sagt meine To-Do-Liste? Ich habe noch keine Ahnung, wo die alte Mrs. Smith ist. Oh, die alte Mrs. Smith. Locksmith.
Hi there.
Hello. These are nice.
Thanks.
Hello again. Would your mother perhaps have been known as
natürlich.
Old Mrs. Smith? Whitey Bones said something about an old Mrs. Smith.
Well,
I didn't call her that. But I suppose some people did. Mainly when she was older.
Did your mother find any of those golden keys she was looking for?
One. She left it to me in her will.
I will pay you any amount of money you like for your mother's key.
When my mother died, her personal possessions went into probate with the court. When they came out of probate, I was still too devastated to claim them. As you can see from this letter the court sent, they and the key have been destroyed.
Well, this is an unexpected wrinkle. What happened to your mother's golden key?
As you can see from the letter I gave you, the court destroyed the key.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything.
Probate Order 1673832, pursuant to Statute E, Section C, subsection IS. By order of the court, the following unclaimed personal effects have been destroyed. Golden key, fancy box. Looks official. It's got a wax seal of a parrot on it.
Oh, was geht denn ab?
I wonder what they're waiting for. What are y'all waiting for?
Earthquake relief. And you'd better not be looking to jump the line.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Those who cut, get cut. Hey!
Thanks, Carla. Good luck. Guybrush.
Hi.
I want to hear all about the secret, but I've got to go back to Scurvy Island right now. Let's talk later.
Okay.
Okay. Immerhin.
Have you seen the line of people outside?
Those are citizens who were affected by the quake. But there isn't any money in the coffers to support the relief effort. I'm basically handing out IOUs.
Can I get in on some of that sweet, sweet disaster relief?
I already told you there's no money. I'm handing out IOUs.
I'll take what I can get.
Fine. It's not real money anyway.
Ich
I
nehme,
have
was ich
to
kriegen
list a
kann.
purpose, so... What's it
Piratenlogik.
for?
Nimm, was du kriegen kannst und schau nicht zurück. Wo haben wir das schon mal gelernt?
Yeah, my ship suffered some damage. It needs a keel overhaul.
Sounds dubious, but I've heard worse. This is just a promise from the town to back your relief project at a later date. Don't get too excited.
It's an IOU for funds for a keel overhaul. Do you know anything about probate orders?
Probate? That's judicial branch. I'm executive branch.
Ja, und wer ist die Judikative?
The Sea Monkey 2 is almost as nice, and it's a lot bigger.
Das Quizbuch, To-Do-Liste.
Hey, Guybrush!
Hallo, was geht hier ab?
The lamp broke. Possibly an improvement. It's been reduced to rubble. Eeh! A spider! It says jail rules. 1. No escaping. 2. No earthquakes. Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away. Otis, Otis, Otis. What are we gonna do with you?
I didn't do anything this time. I was framed.
Where's Stan? Did they let him go?
No, Stan got sentenced to hard time. Did you know he was representing himself?
I've heard that's unwise.
They took him to the ice quarry on Bermuda.
Ah, okay, okay.
What did you do to get arrested this time?
Nothing! I was just standing there minding my own business, applying for earthquake relief. Did you know you're only allowed to do that once?
There is no justice. Are you worried the rest of the building will cave in?
Yes. You think you could spring me again?
Ugh, I doubt it. It looks like something happened to the serial number on this lock. I'd like you to tell the museum curator about our jailbreak all those years ago. The one with the mugs of grog. He doesn't seem to have the story quite right.
Of course, the truth is important. When I am free again, I will pay him a visit.
Well, I don't see that happening anytime soon. Where did you say Stan is?
They took him to the ice quarry on Bermuda.
Sonst vergesse ich da etwas. What?
Let's visit again soon.
Have your people call my people.
Have your people call my people. Das geht natürlich nicht. Oh.
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me.
Ist die Tür jetzt auf?
It seems to be stuck closed.
War da jemand schneller? Ja. Soundfall hat das. Was weiß ich, vor 20 Minuten oder so.
It's the Cod's Wallop.
Oh. Was ist das?
Welcome to the Cod's Wallop.
Thanks.
We feature the freshest fish on the block, and the freshest company as well.
Whether you're here to buy or just pass the time, we don't mind. Though, of course, we do prefer it if you make a purchase.
Didn't you guys used to be the pirate leaders? It's
Das sind die Piratenanführer, die mir die Aufgaben gegeben haben.
Ah, I thought when we spotted him skulking around town that he looked passing familiar.
How come you retired from pirate leadering?
Well, now, sometimes retirement is not so much a choice as a thing that settles upon you.
Like being becalmed at sea.
But it's allowed us to open this place and pursue our passion for fishing. So perhaps less like a calm and more like a strong wind blowing in a particular direction. Have a look around, why don't you?
You guys fish. Have you ever heard of someone called Bella Fisher?
Bella Fisher. Aye, she could spin a yarn from Port Royal to Trinidad and back again.
And a consummate angler she was.
What?
Good at fishing.
She had a secret fishing spot, she did. More bounteous than the whole rest of the sea together.
She probably rests there now, being as she did disappear on a fishing trip.
No one knows the location, though 'tis rumored that she left clues as to its whereabouts.
Did Bella Fisher ever show you a big fancy key?
Not to my memory.
No, I don't think so.
Just thought I'd check. Did you guys feel the earthquake?
That we did.
At first, I thought it were just me stomach complaining about me breakfast.
Aye, we all thought that.
I'm hunting for the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret?
What a prize!
I know!
They say the pirate what holds the secret can never be sunk, that the wind always fills his sails.
In the old days, we might have gone after it ourselves.
But we've got new fish to fry, so to speak.
I'd like to buy some fish.
That's an excellent life decision, me lad. Today we've got hagfish, toadfish, slimehead, bloater, and lumpsucker. What'll it be?
Blah.
Hagfish.
Here's a box full. Should be plenty. You want me to run a tab for you?
Sure. Thanks.
Eintauschen. Okay.
I think I'll browse today's catch.
You'll find none better.
What are these little yellow guys?
They're lump suckers. Easy to eat and great for sucking out cysts and boils.
10 lumpsuckers.
These are tremendous. What are they?
We don't actually know. Found them at the bottom of the shipment.
Well, they look great, but I don't have a wheelbarrow. What are those fish up there for?
Floaters. Best not to ask why.
That's an amazing trophy you have there.
Aye, that's a combination trophy and fly swatter. In case we ever get an insect infestation.
Well, they look great, but I don't have a wheelbarrow. Nice shark.
Don't let the size fool ya. The coral fire shark is the most dangerous shark of all. That one took down 17 good sailors and 3 dinghies before we even reeled them in.
They have hagfish, toadfish, slimehead, bloater, and lumpsucker. Just thinking about not imagining it is making me imagine it. Nice crab.
Fought him for 11 hours. Sorely wanted to eat him, but it weren't crab season at the time.
He's a handsome devil.
First fish I ever caught. Couldn't bear to eat it. Of course, I was only a lad of 3 at the time.
What are these pointy ones?
Slime heads. Some folks like to cut off the pointy parts before eating, but that's a personal choice.
Flounders sure are funny-looking fish.
You say that now, but wait till you're alone and sinking in a fierce northern squall, battling to land the beastie in time to use him to pass the hole in your boat.
What's that flag with all the holes in it?
Quite proud of that. We caught it up in a fishing net one day. 'Tis one of the signature flags of Bella Fisher herself.
Bella Fisher? That was Bella Fisher's flag?
That's what I said, yes.
Is the flag for sale?
Bite your tongue. That's property of the chums.
With the who?
No one.
It's too late. The bait's out of the bag. You might as well tell him. The Chums is by way of being a semi-secret society of
Genau, die
anglers.
Geheimgesellschaft der Angler.
Stories. Aye, stories about fish.
Can I join the Chums?
Well...
Please?
Have you got any good fish stories?
Yeah. One time, I was swallowed by a manatee.
No one knows what a manatee is. Trust me, make it a whale. It'll be better.
Okay.
Take this fishing lure. Other chums will have these too, on their clothes or displayed somewhere. Go out and find them, show them your lure, and tell them your story. They'll give you advice. Learn all you can, then come back here and tell us your story again.
You could start with that young pirate that hangs around at the Scum Bar.
Don't tell him where to start. He's supposed to look for the lures.
Okay.
Can Chum members use the flag for, events and things like that?
The most respected members can. Once you show us you can tell an excellent story, we'll consider loaning you the flag.
It's a copy of At the End of the Plank.
Oh, aye, a gift from a good friend. I haven't actually read it myself yet.
Can I borrow this book?
No, I haven't read it yet.
Me either.
That's an interesting mounting method.
Caught that one trying to escape.
Excellent, Marlin.
Aye, that ain't real. It's a promotional item from a local yak butter fellow. But it looks nice enough.
What are these blobby guys?
Toadfish. Surprisingly, no relation to actual toads.
How much for the goldfish?
Sushi's a pet.
Sushi ist ein
She's
Haustier.
not for sale at any price.
Natürlich.
What do you feed her?
Feed her.
What do you feed her?
Feed her.
I think I'll browse today's catch.
You'll find none better.
Are the blowfish for sale?
No, indeed. These are for personal use. They're excellent for burping contests. Care to join us?
Don't mind if I do.
Winner gets to keep the blowfish.
Okay. Das ist ja mal super eklig. Bläst er ihn nicht an einem falschen Ende auf?
Aye, well done. I hereby declare this a draw.
Alter.
I show this to other people who have them to start a storytelling session. Ugh, they're more like snakes than fish.
Okay. Okidoki. Was sagt denn meine To-Do-Liste? Die Flagge aus dem ein hochgegangener Seeteufel werden. Da war doch was hier. Ah, hier.
I'm closer than ever to finding the secret of Monkey Island.
I'm not any closer to caring about it.
Greetings, fellow chum.
Greetings, fellow chum. Have you a story to share?
One time, my ship was swallowed by a whale.
You know, what your story needs is a part to set the stage, to let us know what's going on and who the people are. It should come at the beginning, like
A beginning?
Like a beginning, exactly. Like, I was on the deck of a burning Spanish galleon with Horseface and Ichijo. And then all of a sudden, and then you take it from there. Want to give it a try?
Okay. It was my first trip to Monkey Island. The crew were restless. And then, all of a sudden, my ship was swallowed by a whale.
Yeah, that's the way. Obviously, you're new at this, but don't worry. Other chums can show you more of the ropes.
Okay. I'm closer than ever to finding the secret of Monkey Island.
I'm not any closer to caring about it.
Okay. Oh, was das? Das Brennholz.
It's nicely dried, pre-cut, and ready to go. I think I'll fill up my coat pockets with this bulky firewood. Seems like it might come in handy somewhere. And I'm sure no one will miss it. Hi there, little guy.
Okay.
Stan's building collapsed. This place looks like an earthquake hit it. This must be that old toothbrush Stan wanted. There's a torn picture in here. This half shows Stan himself. This used to be such a bright, cheery place.
Okay. Immerhin, konnte wieder was abkrabbeln. Lol, zocken hier zwei Papageien. Jetzt habe ich schon wieder den Papageien mit Crack füttern. Alter.
2 parrots. Security's been beefed up. Or, I should say, parroted up.
Ah.
Tell me about this flag.
Oh, it's a super valuable artifact I recently acquired. One of Bella Fisher's original pirate flags. One of only 3 known to exist.
Uh-huh. Ach, es gibt da sogar noch mehrere Wege. Oh nee, ich muss die bestimmt sammeln. Oder?
It's locked.
So, habe ich den komischen Schlüssel noch? Schlüssel für Museums. Okay, okay, okay. Jetzt werden beide Papageien mit Crackern gefüttert. Roter Papagei. Grüner Papagei. Haha. Damit habe ich die erste.
It's one of Bella Fisher's original pirate flags. Wait, what's this tiny writing on it? Replica not to scale. Oh, nuts. It's nicely dried, pre-cut, and ready to go. It's old and the bristles are frayed, but it does resemble a toothbrush. I think they've captured Stan quite well, actually. They did a nice job with the coat.
Was? Nee, To-Do-Liste wollte ich gucken. Aha, die Flagge aus dem Viertelladen. Die echte Flagge aus dem Museum.
Your pirate flag doesn't look quite right. Is it a replica?
You have a good eye. You should curate a museum. The real one is too valuable to keep out here. I've got it locked in the storeroom. There's already been an attempted theft.
Aha, 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 aha.
There's tiny writing. New serial numberless lock.
What?
Any chance you'll have the real flag on display anytime soon?
Oh no. Too valuable. It definitely stays in the storeroom.
Okay, wir stehlen einfach nochmal die Flagge.
I don't need another fake flag.
Ah, Käse. Okay, wir fragen sie mal, ob sie wegen serienloses Nummernschluss...
Hi there.
Hi there. Hello again.
Nee.
Can I get another key made?
Sure. Just write down the serial number and give it to me.
Chucks Tagebuch. Oh, die Verkleidungsgedichte. Ja, 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 ja. Testen.
Would you be interested in this for the Pirate Times? My friend wrote it. It's pirate poetry with a sort of a zombie angle.
Zombie pirate poems? That sounds really interesting. I'll definitely take a look at it for your friend.
That's nice. You do know I actually am talking about another person, right? Those are not my poems.
Sure, if you say so.
Das war's? Ich meine, ich habe einen Erfolg dafür
Any
gekriegt.
chance you'll have the real flag on display anytime soon?
Aber
Oh no. Too valuable. It definitely stays in the storeroom.
Yep, identical.
was sagt unser... Wie finde ich Stan? Die
I'll wait until
Seekarte.
I'm back on my ship to open it.
Oh Gott, jetzt fängt das an mit mehreren Inseln. Oh. Hab ich hier nicht diesen komischen Krug? Ah, schade. Ja, erstmal kurz durchgucken, ob man irgendwas hier irgendwie kombinieren muss. Ah, das sieht nicht so aus. Hä? Ach, M öffnet die Map. Lol, was ist für eine komische Map? Da! Zu einem treibenden Schiff segeln, nach Terror Island segeln, nach Scurvy segeln. Das ist wie im zweiten Teil, wo du mehrere Inseln noch hast. Zu einem treibenden Schiff segeln.
Ahoy!
Ahoy!
Permission to come aboard.
Afraid we can't let you do that.
Permission to come aboard, sir.
This isn't a protocol issue. Although we do enjoy a good protocol. Are you going to let me talk? Apparently, that's what you enjoy doing. There's been a deadly scurvy outbreak on the ship. We're under strict quarantine, so we don't infect others with this deadly pathogen.
Uh-huh.
Where'd you get that cool flag with all the holes? It looks familiar.
We found it floating in the ocean. It's one of Bella Fisher's flags. She probably lost it when her ship went down. We're afraid to take it down and offend the scurvy gods. There is no such thing as the scurvy gods. Well, then why is there scurvy? Answer me that!
Can I have your flag?
Did you not hear me? Scurvy! On board! Quarantine!
Well, you could just toss it down to me.
Best not to risk it. It's probably crawling with scurvy, trust me.
I don't think scurvy is contagious.
You don't know that. My friend's nephew's barber's brother says it is.
It's a scientific fact.
Oh, don't try to snow us with your science quackery. If scurvy wasn't contagious, then only one person would have it. Duh.
Okay.
Bye. Don't let the scurvy bite you.
Scurvy bites? I knew this was bad.
Wegsegeln, gründlich im Schirm.
The messages are a little mixed, but clearly enthusiastic.
You're welcome, and thank you.
This clever mashup really gets the point across. I'm sensing a generally negative attitude directed at visitors.
You have the deductive power of a cantaloupe.
Wegsegeln.
Well, it's nice to get a warning. In the name of love.
Okay. Segeln wir nach Scurvy. Weil da ist ja... Zwischenzeit. Da ist ja Elaine, glaube ich. Und die hat ja die Scurvy...
You're right.
Anti-Scurvy. Die Anti-Skorbut-Kampagne für die.
I can still get it open with a spell, but I need a good power spot.
It beats trying to find the keys. We don't even know where to start. It could take forever. Only a fool would do that.
I know an excellent place for power spells, but it's not on this island.
No problem. We can craft it there and then come back here.
We'll take my ship.
I'll stay here to keep an eye on the safe.
And steal the secret yourself? I don't think so.
Stop it. Clearly, no one trusts anyone to stay behind. We'll all go together.
What if someone else finds out the thing is here?
The only map is lost somewhere on Monkey Island. Probably eaten by a wild boar by now.
The map maker knows it's here. I've got a bone to pick with him anyway. I'm thinking maybe one of the large ones in the leg.
Ah, Scurvy Island. This is where Elaine's been growing all the limes for the Marley Foundation's Scurvy project.
Aha.
She's probably back here by now. I can't wait to see her.
Und ich würde sagen, wir speichern mal ab wieder. Richtig. Und nicht nur speichern wir ab. Ich fürchte, das war's auch für heute. Ne, jetzt 7 Stunden Adventure gespielt. Ich werde definitiv das nochmal durchspielen müssen, ne, weil es gibt bestimmt Erfolge für diese für das Quizbuch. Das haben wir ja verkackt, ne, da haben wir 2 Sachen verkackt. Und bestimmt auch Erfolge für andere Sachen. Ich muss mir die Erfolge nochmal durchlesen. Und eventuell einen Guide. Aber hey. Ach ja, schön war's. Ich hätte nicht gedacht, dass das Adventure so viel Spaß macht. Werden wir definitiv am Freitag weiterzocken. Ich hoffe, ihr könnt es bis dahin verschmerzen. Da ist kein Monkey Island zu sehen. Dann bleibt mir zum Schluss wieder nur noch zu sagen, vielen, vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Ich wünsche euch allen einen schönen Abend. Haltet die Ohren steif, bleibt gesund und wir sehen uns dann morgen wieder mit ein bisschen WoWS und gute Warships-Action. Bye, bye.